Happy Easter. The Atlanta Braves, the Arizona Diamondbacks, wrapping up a 4-game series at Chase Field here in Phoenix.
On the mound for the Diamondbacks, 27-year-old right-hander Brandon Pfaadt.
And Ronald Acuna Jr., like some of the Diamondback stars, off to a slow start. There's a lazy fly out to short right. Corbin Carroll coming in.
We got a man there.
One out, base is empty for Drake Baldwin.
Baldwin cranks it. Right center. Deep. Gone! Baldwin already has 4 this season, and Atlanta has an early lead.
About some Easter smiles here for Drake Baldwin there with Matt Olson as he got a hold of a 94-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball. They're trying to go front door, and look where that ball ends up, right down the middle. We talk about this often. It's a great pitch if you execute it. When you don't, it becomes very hittable.
Mike Yastrzemski in the cleanup spot.
And Yastrzemski able to find the outfield grass, rolling it by Marte. 2-out single.
Stays on it pretty well. They gave him a lot of room there up the middle, thinking he was going to roll over that pitch.
And brings up Michael Harris, the second. Right to Cattell. Drake Baldwin's 4th of the year gets Atlanta started. Diamondbacks coming up against the left-hander Martin Perez.
And on the mound, it's Martin Perez, so his second appearance as a Brave, his first start of the season.
Cattell Marte leads it off against the Atlanta left-hander. Perez signed a minor league deal as the pitch is swung on. That's a rifle shot inside the left field line. That's going to pinball into the corner. Takes a high bounce to Yastrzemski, and Marte will coast into second base with a leadoff double.
And Marte now his 5th hit against Perez.
And with a runner at second base, here is Corbin Carroll, the 2-2. Swinging a slow dribbler up the first base line. That is going to remain a fair ball, and stretching on the bag, Olson fields it. So Carroll was out immediately, but a productive ground ball. Marte moves over to third base, and with 1 out, it brings up Geraldo Perdomo. Here it is. Swung on. That is hit well out to left center field. Yastrzemski makes a diving catch. Marte will tag and score from third, and the game is tied at 1. But what an effort by Mike Yastrzemski.
You missed that, and it's probably a triple easily in this ballpark.
And now 2 down, and hitting cleanup here, Nolan Arenado.
2-2. Swung on. There's a hard hit ball right to Yastrzemski. He'll stand on 2 feet to make this catch.
But the Diamondbacks get the equalizer. Marte's leadoff double leads to a 1-1 game after 1. First baseman Carlos Santana, the veteran switch hitter.
And now takes the 0-1 for a strike. Torey Lovullo out of the dugout, and here comes the trainer. Something looked awkward when he took that pitch, like something kind of flared up.
Flexing the knee now. Something on that right leg.
So Santana's saying some version of I'm going to try to stay in. Can't imagine if he puts the ball in play, he's going to be able to run with much speed. Swung on, and a little flare, shallow left field. That is going to fall for a base hit. And Santana limping down to first base. He will reach with his 2nd hit of the year, but that's going to be it for Santana. There's no way you could leave him in the game, and I got to think Ildemaro Vargas might be off the bench here. And here he comes. And hopefully it's nothing too serious for Santana. Corbin Carroll leads off the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch, a broken back flare. That's going to drop into left field, a base hit.
And it's a base hit for Corbin to start off the 4th.
That went down a hero. Got a grin after that one.
And Arenado walks.
2 on and 2 out.
And now here is Ildemaro Vargas.
Vargas pokes it down the line. That's a fair ball. Corbin will score. Arenado coming around third. The relay from Olson is not in time. Well, it was the aggressive base running of Nolan Arenado that made the difference in yesterday's game, and he scores all the way from first on that one. 3-1 Diamondbacks. He scored a triple for Vargas. He drives in 2. Ildemaro Vargas. Vargas continues to be among the most productive hitters on this club.
So here's Mauricio Dubon. And Dubon with a fly ball out towards right center field. Tracking now Barossa at the track over his head, and one hopping over the wall. An automatic double. That was just slicing away further and further from the center fielder Barossa, and bounced right over the wall. A good start here in the 5th inning on the leadoff double. And Dubon had a big enough lead where he was able to go second to third on the ground out to shortstop.
Mateo had a homer here in this ballpark on Thursday. Whoa! That will get the run home. Unconventional, but it works. The changeup got away from Pfaadt.
And Dubon scores easily. It's 3-2.
That was his second walk allowed. Now back to the top of the order to Ronald Acuna. Tying run at first. Go ahead run to the plate. Acuna smokes one up the middle. Turned around the sinker. And a single into center field. Mateo down to second base. Drake took him deep earlier. Runners take their leads at first and second. 0-1 pitch and a shot into left field. A base hit. Rolls across the turf and left. Coming around third base. Mateo. Throw is cut off. We got a tie game. Drake Baldwin just sparked one through the left side. He drives in the run, and it's 3 apiece here in the 5th inning. And what was once a 3-1 lead for the Diamondbacks has now evaporated and become a 3-3 game.
Corbin Carroll leads off the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a 2-1. Carroll swings and sends a line drive into center field. That's a leadoff base hit. And that's exactly what the D-backs needed. The leadoff man is on.
And that's the end of the line for Martin Perez.
On to relieve him, the right-hander, Tyler Kinley.
And here is Geraldo Perdomo, who dropped a sac bunt his last time up. Runner goes. That's taken for a strike. The throw to second. Not in time. Carroll with his first stolen base of the season. 3-2. Hard hit ground ball to second. It's backhanded by Albies. And the throw is in time to first. And now it's up to Nolan Arenado to put the D-backs in front. Is a little flare into center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Carroll will score. And Arenado puts the Diamondbacks on top. It's 4-3.
On to pitch for the Diamondbacks, right-hander Ryan Thompson, 33-year-old.
Here's Jorge Mateo.
1-2 pitch. Slug deep down the left field line to the corner. That's a fair ball. And one hopping over the wall into the Diamondback bullpen. Automatic double by Jorge Mateo. That ball was absolutely rocked down the left field line. The tying run in scoring position. One down for Ronald Acuna. There goes Mateo. Pitches a strike. Throw down to third. Not in time. I mean, he stole that on Thompson all day. 0-1 to Acuna. Chopper out to third. That'll be stabbed by Arenado. He drops it, and everybody's safe. And now this is the man you want at the plate in this situation. Drake Baldwin 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. There goes Acuna. 0-1. Ground ball to the right side. Up with it is the second baseman Marte. Throws to first. That's in time for the out. Run scores. Tie game. Very nice job all the way around.
4-4 ball game. Diamondbacks looking for a 4-game series split with Atlanta. There's the left-hander Dylan Lee, who led the club with 74 appearances last year. He'll throw that slider a whole bunch. Barosa bats ninth. He's 0 for 2. Jorge 2 for 11 on the year. He's doubled twice. And blasts this one toward the left field corner. Barosa's on the move. He's got another double. And the go-ahead run is at second with 1 out for Ketel Marte. Jorge Barosa. This is the chance for Ketel, who doubled and scored to lead off the game. He's 1 for 3. Lazy fly to right for Yastrzemski. Barosa's at second, and he'll stay there. Corbin singled and scored in the 4th. Singled, stole a base, and scored his last time up in the 6th. He's 2 for 3. Base hit! Down the line, go, Corbin, go! Barosa's home, Corbin Carroll. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. He's in there standing. His 3rd consecutive hit. It's 5-4.
On the replay, you'll see Corbin reluctantly crouched at the starting line. Hooks one down into that right field corner. Anytime he hits a ball between outfielders or down the line, he's thinking 3.
Engines burning and churning in time. Sailing and veiling monster truck force. 5-4. Here's Perdomo. Corbin set a Diamondbacks record 17 triples last year. Led the majors. He's got 2 triples already this year. And Jerry pops it foul. Backpedaling out there is Olsen. Way out there. Another big 2-out RBI knock. The Carroll triple makes it 5-4 Diamondbacks. Jonathan Loaizaga, who has a save and 2 holds in his last 3 appearances, his 5th outing of the year.
Back-to-back singles. And the Braves have the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first. And now the hottest of the Braves, Drake Baldwin, coming up to the plate.
Baldwin grounder up the middle. He does it again. And we are tied again.
What a day for Drake Baldwin. His 4th RBI, and we're tied again. This kid is unbelievable. Spun it right up the middle, drives in Mateo, and it's 5 apiece in the 9th, and still no one out.
And Loaizaga able to strand that go-ahead run, but Atlanta answers. We're in the 9th inning, and it's 5-5.
And we will play on. Nice job by Iglesias. A 1-2-3 9th. We go to extras here in the desert.
What that does, though, is it moves Harris to third base.
Been a good series for Mauricio Dubon, and a chance to give the Braves the lead in the top of the 10th.
Perdomo knocks it down. Jerry got it. What a big out that is.
What a big play by Geraldo Perdomo.
And did the D-backs a nice favor there.
Still got to get that third out. Here's Austin Riley. Swing and a fly ball to right. This should end the inning. And Atlanta fails to score in the top of the 10th inning. We go to the bottom of the 10th.
Diamondbacks will start the bottom of the 10th with the winning run at second base and nobody out. That's Jorge Barosa down there, who made the final out of the 9th innings against former Diamondback great. New pitcher for the Braves, Yoel Payams. And Ketel Marte is the hitter. Line to right. Yastrzemski won't get it. Ball game. Barosa had to hold up. Here he comes. Ketel Marte walks it off on Easter Sunday. Third career walk-off hit for Ketel, and his first since May of 2019 against, coincidentally, not ironically, the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, what do you got against us? Oh, boy, Ketel.